Welcome back with me Axel, okay, and this is the gameplay for Boom Beach and we have imitation stage our map for today. So let's get started, and first let's talk about the power powders. We have of course lots of power powders gained from the crystals and their shards, and the process of course from the fragments. Right, first let's go and take a look right here. I have almost 820 powders, and that's a long way to get right here. I have like months to get all of these statues crushed and trying to get better percentage of it. And of course it's a choice. No matter what, you have to boost your statues, and it's to boost your offense stats and to boost the other like defensive, and then of course for money and other resources. But actually it's all depends on the players. I prefer to play it like safely and more efficient in terms of boosting up my statues right here. I keep my VPs as stable as possible. It's not going to rush on anything. I keep my defenses like, well, like this. I'm an offensive player, but actually it's able to gain like hundreds of power powders within like 2 months or 1 month. And first let's go to this imitation stage while we talk about the power powders. Right, so I'm going with this all unboosted statues, so that's going to save me a lot of powders. Why we need to boost on this imitation stage while we have 8 turns. We can do it like unboosted or all troops, and I did like the jihad yesterday without even boosting. So that's like Smuka with unboosted troops with 5 red statues. So you have to be very efficient on this. With lots of powders, what's the purpose of giving lots in quantity of the powders? And that's just probably one of the reason is to anticipate the upcoming events. Probably we need more powders, and we don't really know when the developer will tweak the games, like something like that. And then probably some other stuff like mega crab are events that we truly need the powders for. Alright, and then the next of the imitation stage, here goes. I just go and barrage all of these stages 1 until 3. There we go. That's smooth sailing over here. Alright, just go with those artilleries to finish this. And then let's get back to powders again. And actually powders, talking about powders, you cannot really buy the powders. Now let's go to stage 4. Alright, let's take a look at the base layout. It's still simple with just 2 ice statues I see over there, and the rest is offensive statues that got boosted up, and 2 boom cannons. Let's take them down. We got lots of cannons guarding at the front. Alright, there we go. Barracks down the other defenses. I still have more GBs to spend, and I think that's very efficient. Tanks, grenadiers and medics, you can do with any kinds of troops. And there we go, we have right here fastest cannons, barracks down any of the defenses. As I gain more of the GBs, I have to spend them with this. It's just fun to barracks down, to GB down every single of the defenses at the back, at the front. Alright, we got almost clean up the entire base. And then we have critters. We have more artillery right here. Boom, boom. Alright, that's great. Surprise, victory, and we got shards and fragments. That's very cool for the powders. Alright, let's do the stage 5. And here goes. We got 3 boom cannons, 1 shock blaster, 1 shock launcher, and going to take them all down. Alright, barracks down and deploying all troops. Get ready. Let's see, this base is getting boosted up. Look at the statues. We have 2 eyes over there, and then one of the eyes is boosted. But before that, I'm going to destroy the base. So when you boost the ice statues, that means you spend like 1 or 2 powders. Mostly depends on the quantity of the ice. Well, if the players got boosted up for the offensive statues, usually it's more than 2 statues or more than 3. I'm not sure, it depends. Sometimes 1 or sometimes not get boosting at all. Alright, depends on the opponent level and the skill of the players. So when you want to improve your skills, I guess not getting boosted is the only way to go. Right, there we go on the right side. And without even having any casualties. So that's one of the key to get your skills up. Alright, artillery at there, and we still have the leftover buildings on the left side. There we go, trying to barrage this down, and boom! Still going smoothly without even having to boost any of the statues. One intel, and no of the shards, none of the crystals. And here we go, talking about the crystals. Probably you could get more chances. Not really sure about that, not 100% that you will get more of the quantity, but for sure, if you put any of the PSC statues, that's going to help you to gain better chances for getting crystals, shards, fragments, and something like that. I hope that the developer will put more of the chances, so it's going to worthwhile to keep the PSG statues. Well, anyway, if you got the shards, fragments, or crystals, sometimes you need to get the better statues. For those who still unlucky will get like bad percentage of the statues, that's going to be a burden. So not going to help, but except if you improve your skills, I guess that will help. And not going to get boosted up. So to save powders to improve your skills, and moreover for the future anticipation. So finally I get that for the purpose of keeping the powder. I'm not sure if you are going to enjoy the game more by getting boosted up. So it's up to the players, but it's just my bare opinion. And there we go, let's get this stage done. It's so empty without any other defenses, so defenseless. There we go. I'm going to get this. Tanks, grenadiers, and medics, still 0 casualties on this base. Alright, there we go, that's great. And that's the end of you. Powders. Alright, critical fuse, that's great. And a crystal. Magma crystal. I'm going to admire this mission. Gain Hammerman, please give me more crystals. Alright. And shock blaster, doom cannon, this is the last stage. We have 4 ice statues over there. That's shown. Alright, at the back we have, alright, this base have PSG statues. And boom cannon, we have shock launcher, 2 shock launcher. Anyway, I'm going to take them all down with this. The first turn, so still have 2 turns left. Barrage down, doom cannon, boom cannons, 2 boom cannons. Back and at a mill. Why I left the left first? Because it's just reachable by the tanks, grenadiers, and medics. I'm going left. So that's why. This is my plan, to get them all shocked. So it's going to save more GPs. And then this artillery's right in the middle. That's going great. Defeat. Alright, I know it. It's not yet a winning. And this will be your end of the story. Alright, whenever you boost the statues, it's I've seen that they just boost the statues for building damage. Alright, no matter what, let's get this done. Tanks, grenadiers, and medics, my favorite troops. And no more traps. I've cleaned the boom mines over there. And then let's get all of these defenses. Sniper tower, machine guns. We have cannons on the left side. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's great. Cannon. Oh my goodness. One of my tanks is down. Let's get this with artillery and then go to left. Alright, that's great. And there is a sniper tower. 2 boom mines. I just realized that. Haven't zoomed in. Let's go with critters. There we go, critters. Go and get them all. Plus the cannon to destruct the cannons. And yes, the other boom mine is down. And let's get these all shocked at once. 1 tank is down. The other grenadiers are safe. Right, we got this. And another shock. And how about smoke them all? We got this. Really, we got this. And cannons. Right, smoke. No more smoke. Let's just flare up there. We got all of these buildings down. Right, mortars. And let's just smoke up there without the range of the shock launcher. And there we go. Go to next. Against this mortar. I just manipulate the mortar. Go ahead and get your own friends. Another manipulation. Or shall I just barrage this down? Boom cannon going down. Yes. And then another one over here, sniper tower. You are going down. So we have very easy, very simple flare up here to get all the troops in a safe position. Against this headquarters. And yes, flamethrower is going down. And then yeah, that's right. And Hammerman is done. So for today, no more like boosted up statues. Or for this Hammerman, it can be done. Depends if they're probably like a grappler or two grapplers. Probably I need to boost it up. Depends on the troops. But if I switch the troops, that would be another story. And alright, let's get to observe all of these bases on my map. Right, several bases. There we go. The first one over here we have, oh, plus 11k. That's a lot. 12k actually. Right, 12k on the boom cannon. So probably this is a boosted up ice base. Going to skip this, as I can see that there are one shield generator and one hotpot over there. So I'm going to skip this. Yes, let's go for another base. And diamonds. Great. Greatest addition besides to keep the powders. I love getting rich by keeping up all the powders. So the last mega crab that cost me like almost 100 powders, but I gain something in return. So another talk about the powders. When you can gain like 10 powders, that means that you gain more than the normal powders. Or probably usually you get like 20 powders per probably several days, and then you can consume like 16 powders. So that means you gain like 4 powders, and that means that you are safe. So for now, if you can get like more of the income than the outcome, that means that you get more of the income. That's going to be better for you. There we go, barrage down the boom cannon over there. So when let's put into this. If you want to keep the powder safe, you'd better gain more than you lose more. So that's the key to keep the powder safe. Alright. There we go. Let's break through all of these defenses. We have one boom cannon at the back. Will I be able to keep all my troops safe? Or just this? Alright. Let's break through. We have critters. Boom cannon just shot my tank. And let's go with this. Artillery. On. Alright. Never mind. Let's get this. Shock launcher down. Alright, with the help of the grenadiers, we really got this. Boom! Cannon down. Flare to the left. And let's go get the rocket launcher next. We still have one boom cannon right in front of the headquarters and more at the back. But let's get this. Critters. I think the overlord spawned the critters. There we go. And let's get this. Everspark is one of the most valuable heroes. Actually, all heroes are valuable. Depends on how you use them. I love using brick when it's time for smoke or something like that. Or with the other troops, melee troops. Not going to be great with these tanks, grenadiers and medics. Alright, cannons. You are against my critters. And not good with tanks, so I just retreated. Alright. Critters come in help for the protection. Alright, now against boom cannon, shock launcher. The other shock launcher right there. It's not going to be great. Oops, one of the grenadier got shocked. Or got shoot, I mean. Right, now I shock this. Well, it was happening shock and shoot at the same time. That's why hacking. Boom cannon. That's great. And now let's get this. shock launcher over there. We literally need to do this. Alright, grenadiers against cannon, that's not going to be great. It says that you can outrange cannons, but not on this. Sometimes you can outrange cannon, sometimes not. And let's go this. Moreover, generally you can outrange the cannon, but literally sometimes not. Alright, there we go. Getting these headquarters down. It's going to be sooner than enough. We got this practically without even unboosting all of these statues. That's not really necessary. Alright, still have 2 grenadiers on this victory base. Alright, that's great. I think that's a great achievement to get only little casualties out of this. Well, I was training like 30 minutes without even reloading any of the troops. Well, if you want to see, that's like long time ago, months ago. I did like 2 videos and more on this base. Let's take a look, scouting first, and see if it's worthwhile to get this base. Alright, 2 of the shock blaster. I think I'm going to skip that. Let's get back to the base. Alright, back again, and this powder. So all of these statues are not boosted up, as you can see. So for the powders, it's all again depends on you, whether you want to keep them safe efficiently or just want to attack with the boosted statues. Probably sometimes 1 or 2 statues or more than that. It's all depends on you, but personally I prefer to keep all of the powders for the future anticipations or for the events. And if I can destroy the base without even boosting all of the statues, why not? So this is my current VP level, and let's talk more about when I have the chance later. So this is all my gameplay for today, and thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave thumbs up as always, and goodbye. Well, thanks grenadiers and medics, those red statues, and okay, let's go with this 50k plus amount of the health from the shock blaster. And I'm just going to barrage all of these 3 stuff down. There we go, that's perfect. And now it's time to go for this critters, and there are 1 critters over there.